welcome back to my No Name channel, and I'm Bruce Pullman, and this is another Singaraja Snippets, and this is a little different one today. Today is going to be not a walking, but a motorbike tour, and this is actually part of a video that I'm going to be doing about the wedding of my oldest daughter, which is coming up next week. And so we had to go to the Religious Affairs Office, that's what I call it, for some bureaucracy. Anyway, this is the first time that I've used the DJI Osmo Pocket on the motorbike, attached to the motorbike. I did one video before when I went out west, but it was on my backpack, attached to my backpack. So I wanted to see how this works. This is in 4K if you're interested in 4K. And we're going to start over here today at home. And we're going to go down here and down to Jalan Pattimura and down along Jalan Erlangga until we get to Jalan, oops, a little too far, Jalan Imam Bonjol. And I had a video about this the other day, walking down there with Zoe and KK, and so we're going to go down there. And one of the interesting things is, let's see, where is it? Here it is, Warung Bule. I've never been there. Sometime in the post-COVID-19, I think I'll try this place and see what's there, see if they have like beers or something. Anyway, we're going to go down there. We get past the post office, and that will take us to Jalan Gajah Mada. Okay, and we're going to take Jalan Gajah Mada, and let's go back out until we get up to here. And we're going to turn on to Jalan Letkol, so Lieutenant Colonel Vishnu, and we're going to go past the telecom office. If you happen to be an IndiHome user like I am, you know that that's a place of pain, because IndiHome sometimes is great, but recently has been terrible, and they're supposed to come tomorrow. Anyway, we're going past the telecom office, then on to Jalan Ngurah Rai. Okay, and you haven't seen Jalan Ngurah Rai yet, and we're going to go up Jalan Ngurah Rai, and then we got McDonald's here in the corner, and supposedly they're going to be building a Pizza Hut somewhere over here, but we'll wait and see. And so we're going to turn on to Jalan Udayana. Jalan Udayana is known for a number of things, but one of them is because when a campus of the university is there. And so we're going to travel down here, and I'm going to stop just a second when I get over to this section here. This is right where the university is, because, well, no, I got ahead of myself. This is where the university is, but we're going to look at these places because they just didn't exist years ago. Zoe and I used to walk here a long time ago, but it's a little too far now that she's actually walking and not being pushed. But you'll see all these warung tomat, pizza and pasta. I don't know how to pronounce it. Seabass chicken, fried chicken, and patisserie and gourmet. So none of these places existed before. These are all new. So I'm going to stop just a second there, and then we're going to continue on past the university and past the tax office until we get over to here. And this is the Religious Affairs Office. And then I'm going to leave that video for another time of being in there, which is really nothing, because I just sat there and said nothing. I was told to say nothing because I don't deal with stupidness easily. And then I'm going to hop back. I'm going home. They continued on with some stuff for the wedding that I didn't need to be part of. And then I'm going to go back to, not to Jalan Kartini, past Jalan Kartini, back to Jalan Dewi Sartika. And you know, I've done a video on Jalan Dewi Sartika already on the north part. This is the south part. And so we're going to go down here and down here and keep going until we get to the intersection with Jalan Udayana, and this is the north part of Jalan Dewi Sartika, and Glandy's Grocer there, and then I'm going to continue on and go all the way down until we get to Jalan Merak, because you haven't seen this part of Jalan Merak, and I did the Jalan Merak and Jalan Merpati the other day. We're going to go down Jalan Merak just so you get an idea of what it looks like from a motorbike perspective, and then to Jalan Pattimura, and then down Jalan Pattimura and back home. And so that's what we're doing today, and well, let's get started. Okay, we're off and leaving Kampung Bugis and on our way to the Religious Affairs office. And I've sped up this video a little bit here. We're not driving this fast down these narrow streets in Singaraja, and so we're coming out into Main Street where Jalan Diponegoro connects with Jalan Erlangga, and we're going to go up Imam Bonjol. And I had the video about Imam Bonjol the other day, and we're going to come across this place to eat called Warung Bule, and that's coming up here. I've never been there, but it looks interesting. I was taking a look at the Instagram site, and they've got pizza and food and beer and it looks like cocktails. Despite being called Warung Bule, Bule is a term for foreigners, especially white people, and you see it up here on the left, the little sign that says Bule, we're passing. And so it's above an auto place. Looks interesting. I'm going to have to try it sometime. Despite that it's called Bule, Warung Bule, like I said, for foreigners, the videos I've seen have all been Indonesians. But yeah, who knows? I'll have to go there with the kids someday. And so we're now on Jalan Gajah Mada and going up Jalan Gajah Mada, and this street takes you straight out of Singaraja and down south up over the mountains on the way to Denpasar. And so there's government offices here, a lot of government offices, a military base, which we're passing right now on the left, and on the right is the school, SMP Satu. And so we're going to take a turn here, and this is just a short little street, and this is where, like I said before, this is where Telkom is, Telkom office, where IndiHome, which is just really irritating me these days. They showed up yesterday, took a look, said everything's fine. I said, yeah, I know it's fine right now, but sometimes I have no connection whatsoever. No, everything looks fine. I'll make a report. Great. Thanks for nothing. And so we're on Jalan Ngurah Rai, and Jalan Ngurah Rai is a big main street here, and there's banks and a couple of hospitals over on the left. We're passing one of the hospitals, and right up, we're coming up to the McDonald's, and well, you know I love McDonald's, and so we're going to take off here, and we're going to turn right on Jalan Udayana, and there is what's called MacD here, and supposedly they're going to build a Pizza Hut. And despite the fact that foreigners complain about this, Indonesians like MacD, they like Pizza Hut, they like KFC, they like fast food. And so we're coming up on Udayana is, like I said at the start, it's got the university, campus for the university here, and there are some little interesting places to eat, and a fancy, looks like fancy places. I've never been there. Back when I used to drive my son up here, when his school was up here a long time ago, these places didn't exist. and you see all of them right here on the left. They look cute, so I guess they're there for the university kids. And, well, I was thinking I might try that sometime, walk up here with Zoe and see, although she doesn't really like to walk that far. And we're at the university here. This is University Pendidikan Ganesha. And we're going to cross the street and continue on our way. So Jalan Udayana is a major thoroughfare, and it's really nice. You can see it's a tree-lined street. It's very clean compared to when you get down up over to the north in my kampung and surrounding kampungs, which are not in such good shape. Up here, things are much cleaner. And so we're passing a pajak office, and so there's government offices up here, a lot of shops and some homes. This is a mixed function neighborhood. And we're almost at the religious affairs office, so we're going to pull in there, and you can see my soon-to-be son-in-law. Next week he'll be my son-in-law, is driving up there. Got my wife and my oldest daughter in there, and so we're going to go inside, and I'm saving that video for the one that I'm doing on the wedding as we get on. So this is the inside of the religious affairs office. And so we're back on Jalan Udayana and going east on the way home. Now, you notice the streets up here, how wide this is compared to some of the other streets that you've seen so far, especially in the main business district. I just love this. It's separated. You've got the trees lining it, the center divider. It's just a completely different feel up here. I really love it. By the way, here's a mini market. I don't know what's going on with mini markets. They seem to be closed, all of them. I'm not sure what that's about. Unfortunate, because one of our favorite stores is a mini market. Okay, and so this is Jalan Dewi Sartika, and this is the south part of it. And another, you see the guys watering the plants there. They do this all the time. This is another beautiful street. You see with the center divider and the trees. It's just the wide, lovely feel to the streets up here. This is one of the things I really love about Singaraja. And we're passing government offices. And someday I want to do a walking tour of this area. But this is just to give you an idea of what Singaraja is like in a different part of the city, not the part that I live in, but one close by. And we're coming up on a bank, and this is the intersection, Jalan Ayani and Jalan Dewi Sartika. And Jalan Ayani, if you go to the left, west, you're on the way to Lovina, and if you go to the right, east, you're going back towards my house. And so this is Jalan Dewi Sartika, and you've seen the walking part of the video here. And so what I want to do for the rest of this video is show you what Jalan Merak is like. I showed you just a section of it the other day. I want to show you what it's like the whole street and from the view of a motorcycle. So you see that there's not a huge amount of traffic here. It's busy, but it's not overly busy. There are no big trucks. There's one over here on the left. You see this, we're coming by. So you get those huge trucks like that that come down here. So and here's another one. You get the idea of how big those things are. And they go down this street. And let's take a look at it. We're going to turn in here. This is Jalan Merak. And so those big, huge trucks go down this little, narrow street. And what do you think happens? Yeah, you get traffic jams, you get all these people behind it trying to get out, and you've got, there's another big truck on the right. So this is trucker area. And back a long time ago when we had a trucking business, we parked our trucks up here sometimes, because it's, I don't know why, but this is where people park these these big, huge trucks. And so we're coming up on Jalan Pattimura, and Jalan Pattimura, of course, goes down from Ayani, the main street that goes out to Lovina in the west and connects up with Kampung Bugis. And we're going the right way down this street, but you see people coming the other way. This is a one-way street, and they're building something huge over here. I don't know what that's going to be. It's interesting. We're waiting, Zoe and I are waiting to see what they're going to have. And so this is Jalan Pattimura. These are some small businesses and houses, and we're coming up on the end, and this is Kampung Bugis. Thanks for viewing, and stay safe. See you next time.